So we end up in this situation where this United States of America has been created by these elite Moors who come in, and their job is to make the people or the land of the United States of America independent from Britain. Basically, what they were doing is kicking Britain out. This is a hostile takeover. I just told you they're making a lot of money off these 13 colonies, and they making money off these 13 colonies. And their plan, the elite Moors, was saying to Britain, well, not no more. We're cutting that off. So what happens when you mess with somebody's money and you tell them you cutting them off from something that they created that was making money? Well, you're going to get a fight. And that's why there's the Revolutionary War. The Revolutionary War came about, once again, because these elite Moors were kicking Britain out from their 13 colonies. All right. So then now you got this situation where there's a Revolutionary War, and this is around the time of 1776 and maybe a few years after that, but there's a war between them and Britain. All right. So you got to remember, there's the original people in the land. Then you got these elite Moors in here that's creating this United States of America so that it can become independent from Britain. I want to take some time and go into what they did to create an independency of this United States of America from Britain. Now, you all know about the Declaration of Independence. So one of the things I always encourage people to do when they ask me, well, what I need to read, Diva, what should I look at? Go look at the original documents, the Declaration of Independence, the Peace and Friendship Treaty. Look that up. The Constitution, look it up and read it. See, you need to find the organic Constitution. Look that up and read it. Go and get the Iroquois Confederacy. Pull down those treaties I just told you about. If you want to do some reading and you want to hear the ancestors speak, I want to see the legal documentation that can't be rewritten. I want to see somebody's opinion, their thoughts. I need you to go and look it up for yourself as well, so that it's not you just believing Diva Laree. Just see it. And you can hear the ancestors speak to you yourself. Okay. So we got this point where the elite Moors have created the United States of America. And let me say this real quick. A lot of people want to say this country was built on Christianity. No, it wasn't. Oh, this country was built on Islam. No, it wasn't. You remember when I told you Christopher Columbus? And he set sail, and his whole purpose, I need to find a place where my people won't be persecuted for their religious beliefs. The Constitution was created for the purpose of protecting everybody's and anybody's religious beliefs. It wasn't based on a religion. It was based on the principle of you have the God-given right to believe however you feel, as long as you're not doing harm to others. That's what it was created for. It's not based on anybody's religion. And so in creating this United States of America, I need y'all to understand that these were people who were foreign to this land. They were melanated, but then there was also another melanated group already in the land. All right? So they come into the land, these elite Moors, they establish the counties, and then they establish the United States of America. They create a declaration. They create a constitution. Now, let's understand, these two things is exactly what we teach you how to do when you're in Back to Basics and you're getting a trust. In order to create separation of yourself, your vessel, your all capital letter name, you got to know how to create a declaration and constitution. Because what people don't understand is that you are a walking state in fact. You are land. But I don't know if you all have ever seen the census, and the census will say, you know, each state is supposed to get this, this, and this, and each state is supposed to get $1 million. y'all think they're talking about the state of California, the state of Texas. No, they're talking about you. You are the state. So you supposed to get $1 million, but if you knew how to do what the United States was doing, then you would know how to handle those funds yourself. That's another story. I'm not going into it. But the bottom line is that having knowledge of this helps you to understand how to free yourself. All right, that's just on the legal side, understanding this whole legal game that's going on. And I need to tell it to you so that when you're walking, people can't just tell you, oh no, that's not how it happened. That it happened different from that. They can't just tell you that because you have knowledge. You have done the research. You've seen it for yourself. All right, let me continue, because these Moors come in here and they create the United States of America. But there was also a fight. And it wasn't really a fight. It was the original people of the land, the so-called Indians. They were being stepped on and walked on by the United States of America. Now, Britain was kind enough to make contracts and treaties with them and pay them some semblance, even though Britain was doing treacherous things too. But they were kind enough to put it in writing. But these elite Moors, oh no, they didn't do that. They just created their counties. And then they started creating, which is a government, all right? The county is a government. The city of and state of, that's not a government. They tell you it's government, but it's not. State of anything is not government, all right? Those are just businesses owned by Britain who pretend to be government so that they can take everything you own from you. All right, let me keep going. Because what ends up happening is they create the United States of America, but they're stepping on the original people of the land. They are mistreating the original people of the land. And eventually they started giving the original people of the land, they degraded their status from Indian to black, colored, Negro. The Moors, these melanated Moors, elite Moors that came in, they degraded the status of the people, the original people, the so-called Indians, to black, colored, and Negro. That title, black and colored, originally didn't apply to melanated people. Neither did Negro. They did not apply to melanated people. Once again, this is the hidden history of America. If you want to see more about that topic, click this link below.